Dr.Phil with the grande cajones, you disappoint me. This last video is no good. First you say, you talk bad about the Jerry Garcia. Don't talk bad about the Jerry Garcia. He make very, very good ice cream. Didn't like his music that much. But his ice cream, muy bien. Second of all, you say that the Jerry Garcia, he died of the drug. This is not necessarily so. Jerry Garcia died of a heart attack. He had the diabetes, he was overweight, and yes, he had long-term drug usage. But you cannot say that the drugs were the only thing that did it. This is a falsehood. You try to cloud the issue. And this is very, very bad. I'm disappointed in you. I'm very, very disappointed in you. Now, you talk about gateway drugs, like the marijuana is the gateway drug. I contend to you that life is a gateway. And at certain points in time, we all make a choice. You, when you are in your teens, you decide to, instead of go to drugs, you decide to go to athletics, art, but you also decide to use tobacco and also alcohol. Now, alcohol is a drug. It is classified as a drug in the depressant category. It's been used for centuries as an anesthetic. It acts as a tranquilizer. It slows down brain function. And misuse of this can cause a death and a coma. Now, some people, though, they decide to go to the marijuana, they go to the LSD, they go to the cocaine. This is their choice. But don't think that just because you don't do these other things that you are not taking a drug, because you are. What I contend to you is that people need to use their brains, right? And how you say, moderation. Yes, moderation. Don't go crazy. You don't go crazy on the alcohol, you go nutty. You go crazy on the marijuana, you go crazy. You go crazy, you use too much catnip, you go nuts. But see, now here's another thing. Now, 95,000 deaths occur annually from alcoholism or alcohol-related problem. Now, this is fact. Along with the alcohol is classified as a drug in the depressant category. This comes from a report provided by the drugwarfacts.org. You can go there and find out many, many things. So, what I tell to you, Dr.Phil with the grande cajones, I started to think maybe your cajones are not that grande, is you need to use facts. Now, I read to you, in a minute, I'm going to read to you from a report, a national report. It was done by the Washington, D.C. Institute of Medicine. Okay? It was a report called Marijuana and Medicine, Assessing the Science Base. Now, as you know, my English is not too good, and I don't read too well, but I'm going to try. Let me read to you. Quote, indeed, epidemiological data indicate that in the general population, marijuana use is not, I repeat, not associated with increased mortality. Now, for those of you who do not understand this, that means you're not going to die. No muerte. It continues. I have something in my throat. I must take a drink of tequila. Arriba. A marijuana smoker would have to consume nearly 15,000 pounds of marijuana in about 15 minutes to induce a lethal response. Let me repeat, because I did not do this clearly. A marijuana smoker will have to consume nearly 15,000 pounds of marijuana in about 15 minutes to induce a lethal response. In other words, you smoke anything, that much anything in 15 minutes, you're going to die. So basically, what you say, Dr. Phil, with the tres grandes cajones, you blow smoke up behind. Shame on you. You talk trash about the Jerry Garcia and the wonderful ice cream, and then you don't give facts. You distort the facts. Shame on you. Understand this. You can sit in your ivory tower and think that you are not doing a drug, but you are. And we have seen on the YouTube, we've seen on the stick game, and we have seen on the blog TV what happens to you when you take too much of the drug alcohol. You get naked, you flash your junk, and believe me, your chihuahua of war is indeed a chihuahua. Your chihuahua of love is no. Hey, you do the nipple paint, so you cannot claim any sort of moral superiority against anybody else. So I say to you, moderation and everything, if I may quote the Dalai Lama. And if you go crazy, you're probably going to die. Until next time, this is Trina Trophy Guy, Jefe. Arriba! Viva la simian revolution! Arriba!